What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Redriveraviation. Hope you guys are on a fantastic day today. And today we have the January 2021 Phoenix Sky Harbor International Airport update for you guys. I really hope you guys are excited for today's video. We have a jam-packed Phoenix update. It's been like 6 weeks and I'm already ready to get back as we have a lot of new elements for the Sky Harbor. Really excited to get into this video. So we will begin with Southwest today. Right here we have a Boeing 737-700 hopping straight into the action. This guy just arrived in from Baltimore and he's going to be heading out to Minneapolis, St. Paul. In the middle we have the Heart 1 Boeing 737-800. This guy just came in from Nashville, Tennessee, and he's going to be heading out to Columbus. And then on the far side over there, we have the Colorado 1 Boeing 737-700. He just arrived in from Chicago Midway, and we're going to say that he's going to be heading out to Boise. Okay, going a little more elevated for the other side of, this is S4, pardon me, my bad. Okay, we got 737-800 with splits over there in the Canyon Blue paint scheme. He just arrived in from Salt Lake City, and he's going to be heading out to Santa Ana. And on the right side, we have the 737-700. That is our Maryland 1 paint scheme today. We'll send this guy out to Oklahoma City, and we'll say that he arrived in from San Diego, California. And right here is a very exciting sight to see. Is right here we have Southwest Airlines Boeing 737-MAX 8. Super excited to see these back in the skies, and Southwest is getting theirs going. I believe they want to have theirs going around March or so that's awesome. Anyways, this guy, he was coming in, I think he was just doing some test flights, of course. We've seen a lot of that with these MAX carriers as of recent. Southwest included at many hubs, including, I know we had it in the Phoenix update, or yeah, the Albuquerque, pardon me, the Albuquerque update a little bit, but obviously this is more realistic for the situation because it actually was at Phoenix. Somebody got some great footage, so I'll see if I can dig that out.
Okay guys, so I'm coming in to interrupt because the Southwest 737 MAX 8 landing in the Phoenix that I saw on YouTube was actually by Aviation 67. He has a great channel, go check him out. Just surpassed 1,000 subscribers, so congratulations to you. But he actually submitted some local fan pictures, so that's super cool. So definitely go check out his channel. He has an awesome channel with spotting and some model stuff as well. So here's his local fan pictures that he submitted. So he has the 737 Missouri 1 for Southwest, very cool, looking awesome. So thank you for submitting that. And he also had the Alaska Boeing 737 900, I believe, if I got that right. So thank you so much for submitting pictures, and hopefully I got to show the Southwest 737 MAX 8 landing footage at Phoenix. That looks awesome. So awesome catches, dude, and he has some great channels, so please go check him out, guys. Go give him a subscription if you'd be kind enough to do so. Awesome guy with some great content, so definitely go check him out if you would. Thank you for submitting your local fan pictures, and go check him out, guys, if you would be kind enough to do so. But anyways, back to the video.
But anyways, super cool to see these. We'll just say that this one's coming in from Dallas Field, and he's going to fly around Phoenix a little bit, do a little testing, and getting ready to go here for flights here very soon in the spring. So I'd love to see the MAX, and this is awesome right here. Okay, and right here getting the bird eye view of the Southwest Airlines Boeing 737-700. This is the Louisiana 1 paint scheme, stunning paint scheme. Pelican 1 looks excellent. And I wish I could put my camera down there by the window on the piece of the concourse, the middle piece, and like do it from inside the concourse. That would be cool, but unfortunately, I don't think our technology is 1:400 scale, unfortunately. So anyways, this Boeing 737-700 is currently loading up passengers. He just arrived in from El Paso, Texas, and we're going to say this guy's going to be heading out to Albuquerque, New Mexico. And we're spotting specials like clockwork. Here's the Triple Crown 1 Boeing 737-700 currently pushing back. We're going to say this guy came in from St. Louis, and he's going to be heading out to San Francisco today. And right here we have the beautiful Southwest Airlines Boeing 737-800 with the split scimitars in the Canyon Blue paint scheme, of course. Absolutely love this aircraft. Such an awesome addition to any collection. I highly recommend getting it if you can still find one, because I know these things are very hard to find at this point. Anyways, this 737-800 we're going to say is coming in from Orlando, Florida, and he's going to be heading out to Atlanta Hartsfield Jackson International Airport. Okay, right here we have the beautiful Southwest Airlines Boeing 737-700 in the Florida 1 livery. This guy was heading out to, our Missouri 1 was going to Palm Springs, but we'll just say this was going to Palm Springs anyways, and he came in from New Orleans. Okay, and right here we have a variety of 737s. We'll be going with the Heart 700 up there on the top of your screen. He just came in from St. Louis, and he's going to be heading out to Las Vegas, Nevada. In the middle we have a 737-800 Canyon Blue livery with the normal winglets, of course. This guy just came in from Sacramento, and he's going to be heading out to Oakland, California. That's a big Southwest presence as well, Oakland. They have quite a few flights out of Oakland. And then we have a 737-700 in Canyon Blue livery, of course, with the bended winglets. I absolutely love the Canyon Blue livery. If you got the Tulsa spotting vlogs coming out tomorrow, and we do get to see it quite a few times, so awesome stuff upcoming there. Anyways, this 737-700 with the bended winglets, of course, we'll be heading out to Long Beach, California, and he arrived in from Burbank, California as well. Okay, another bird eye view of this Southwest special. This one is the Tennessee 1 Boeing 737-700. This guy just came in from Omaha, and he's going to be heading out to Portland. Here's the 737-700 in the Canyon Blue livery. This guy just came in from Houston Hobby and he's going to be heading out to Reno. Here's the 737-800. He just arrived in from San Jose and he's going to be heading out to Aviation 14's Austin. Here are a pair of 737s. On the left, we have a 737-800 bended winglets by NG Models. This guy just came in from Nashville and he's going to be heading out to Los Angeles. On the right side, we have a 737-700 in the current paint scheme, of course. This guy just arrived in from Tulsa and he's going to be heading out to Puerto Vallarta. Okay, we got a 737-800, a pair of them. A Canyon Blue 737-800 on the top right there. He just arrived in from Columbus and he's going to be heading out to Seattle. On the bottom, a 737-800 with splits in the heart paint scheme, of course. Pushed back with service out to Charlotte, and he came in from Kansas City. All right, everybody, let's get started with American Airlines over here with N4. So right here, we have the American Eagle Bombardier Acer Day-700. Of course, he just came in from, let's go with Bismarck for him, and he's going to be heading out to Salt Lake City. Okay, right here, we have an American Airlines A320. There are a couple news services for the A320. So we're going to say that this guy's coming in from Des Moines, and he's going to be heading out to New Orleans. Not particularly new services, but aircraft changes, rather, I should say. So anyways, nice route for the 320 right there. Okay, so right here we have an American Airlines A321 Neo. There was one new flight for the Neo. It serviced out to Minneapolis, St. Paul, a very interesting one. So we'll say that he's heading out to Minneapolis, St. Paul, and we'll say that this guy came in from, let's go with Kona for him. Okay, and right here we have the first appearance of the Westjet Airlines Boeing 737-800 by NG Models with the split scimitars. This is such an awesome model, and like I said, it would make it for the great purpose at my Phoenix Model Airport, as you can tell right here. Just looks awesome, man. So glad to have this aircraft in the fleet. It's such a helpful addition. Now, Westjet's been mainly flying with service out to Calgary still on the 700s and 800s, I believe. So right here we have a 737-800 service out to Calgary. Hopefully they bring some more routes back soon. I think I saw in Edmonton, I believe, on the 736, sorry. So hopefully they keep bringing back some routes, but nevertheless, I'm sorry I didn't research that properly. I'll be sure to keep tabs on that, my bad. And right here we have the Volaris Airbus A320 Neo. Of course, this is the GeminiJets one. I'm very, very excited to get the Aero Classics one and get that in the display, even though it is not a great detailed aircraft and everything. It's just going to be nice to have them because obviously the purple engines are much more common than these black engines, which still do fly around. Anyways, this one has service out to Guadalajara. Okay, so right here we have the American Airlines A321 with the sharklets and the stand-up cancer livery. We're going to say this is coming in from Cabo, Mexico, and he's going to be heading out to Puerto Vallarta. I will do some research and see what the trends are with the international arrivals and departures and see where they park at N4. So I apologize for not having the adequate information on that, but I will look into it and see which gates they use over here at N4, which I would have to think they park over here, but nevertheless, coming in from Cabo, heading out to Puerto Vallarta. And right here we have an American Airlines A319. This one has CFM engines by Aero Classics. Very glad to have this model in my collection now. Two Canadian destinations are back for American. This guy just came in from Calgary and he's going to be heading out to Vancouver. So love to see these two routes. I believe Air Canada is also still flying with service out to Vancouver. So I'm still working on a 320 or what they'll do future-wise. Just very hard during the pandemic to get all to get the internationals because it's always changing so much. So we'll have to see what they set in stone on. Hopefully Rouge comes back too. I just got that model, but I can't really use it because they're not here right now. So it's an unfortunate situation, but hopefully we keep progressing soon. And boys, you are seeing that correctly. Those are American Eagle Embraer J-175s, and I'm very excited to say that these have been at Phoenix recently. Not in large quantities, however, it's been super awesome to see them, at least some. So let's begin with what's going on here. So Envoy on their Embraer 175 aircraft are doing turns to Phoenix. Yes, listen to this, turns to Phoenix from Memphis and Little Rock. Little Rock's a new service. I thought that was going to be on the CRJ700 for Mesa or SkyWest. However, that ended up being on the 175, a turn out of Little Rock with service out to Phoenix, of course. I actually talked with a fellow guy that's really big on subsidiaries as well on Instagram. I believe it's Matt Tri-Spotter, I believe. But anyways, he knows a lot about the subsidiary stuff, and we kind of had a conversation about this right before the pandemic, I believe, or maybe a little bit after when things were changing with the fleets, that it is possible for Envoy or any subsidiary for that matter to turn aircraft in these smaller cities. And I'm assuming Envoy did this for Phoenix just because it was probably more convenient for the 175, probably at the Little Rock and Phoenix compared to running a 700 out to Little Rock. So I'm really not sure why they chose to do this, but I think it would be more convenient. That's my guess, but really, really cool to have this. So the first 175 is heading out with service at Little Rock, Arkansas on It's coming on the turn, and then it's going, so yes, technically a turn, so that's crazy. Another turn that Envoy is doing is Memphis. These come in from Chicago some and then go to Dallas and vice versa. Some go straight to Dallas, some go straight to Chicago. I'm really unsure of this because they have done mainline and CRJ 900s, 700s, all that in the past. This could just be, once again, a more convenient schedule for American Eagle in general because they can use any subsidiary, especially in Memphis with everything going on there. So nevertheless, very, very interesting to see this, but I love that I'm finally able to use my, of course, my Ember 175s in some degree. I'm sorry about that little spill, but anyways, the 175s in the back's heading out to Memphis, but very, very cool to see these two American 175s in here. Very interesting to see them doing turnarounds to a hub. I didn't think that that was actually going to happen, but here we are. So very, very cool to see these, and hopefully they continue to come in. We will keep you guys informed. And right here we have the American Eagle Bombardier CRJ-700. He's currently loading up passengers, and he's going to be heading out to St. George after arriving in from Durango. Okay, let's begin with N3 over here. So we have the American Eagle Bombardier CRJ-700 as well. We'll see if this guy's coming in from, let's go with Oklahoma City for him, and subbing in for the 900, of course, heading out to Tulsa. I think quite a few of these are subbing in for the 900. I will continue to say some 900 routes as, of course, we don't have any 900s yet. And then right here we have the American Airlines A319. This is in the Allegheny Heritage Retro paint scheme. I had America West and Piedmont here, but of course they're grounded right now, so I had to take those out, but rest in peace. Anyways, we have the 319 right here, currently loading up with service out to Nashville, and he arrived in from, one flew over my house. I think it was Pittsburgh, but that may have been a 320, but anyways, we'll just say he's going to Pittsburgh, why not? Another beautiful American Airlines A319, another fence tip, of course. This one's heading out to San Jose, and he arrived in from Salt Lake City. Okay, and right here we have an American Airlines A321 with sharklets. I think you guys can tell which production this one is. There has been some new Airbus A321 routes going strong here. We will say for this guy, he just arrived in from Seattle, and he's going to be heading out to Atlanta. And right here we have an American Airlines Boeing 737-800 and TWA Retro Heritage paint scheme. There's been quite a few added 737-800 flights in a large quantity, so I'm very, very excited to go over those with you guys. This guy's going to be heading out to San Antonio, Texas after arriving in from Washington Dulles. And right here we have an American Airlines A321neo. This guy's going to be heading out to Honolulu, Hawaii, after arriving in from Kahului. Okay, so this American Airlines A321 just arrived in from Charlotte Dulles International Airport. It's going to be heading out to Boston International Airport. Currently pulling into the gate, we have an American Airlines A320 right here. This guy just came in from, let's go with Tampa for him, and he's going to be heading out to Spokane, Washington. And for our final two aircraft of N3, we have an American Airlines Airbus A319 right here, currently loading up, heading out to Indianapolis, and he arrived in from Milwaukee. And a CRJ-700, I believe the final one of the update, unfortunately. Hopefully we can get more at some point, or preferably 900s. This guy's coming in from Fresno, and he's going to be heading out to Eugene. Okay, here's the American Airlines A319, the PSA livery. He just arrived in from Santa Ana, and he's going to be heading out to San Jose. Here's the American Airlines Boeing 737-800. He just arrived in from New York, John F. Kennedy, and he's going to be heading out to Las Vegas today. Here's another American Airlines A320. He just came in from Las Vegas, and he's going to be heading out to, let's go with Atlanta for him. Here's the American Airlines A321. He's currently rolling in from Chicago O'Hare, and he's going to be heading out to Philadelphia today. Here's another American Airlines Boeing 737-800. Quite a few of them are flying, like I said. This one's going to be heading out to Chicago O'Hare, and we're going to say they came in from Portland. Love to see all the American 737s routes. Awesome to see, in my opinion. And then on pushback, we have another American Airlines A319. This one's going to be heading out to Austin, or also Aviation 14's airport, and he came in from Reno, Tahoe. And then finally for N2, we have an American Airlines A321 with the fence tips. This guy just came in from Charlotte as well, and he's going to be heading out to Los Angeles. Right there is an American Airlines A319. This guy just came in from San Antonio, and he's going to be heading out to San Francisco. And there's an American Airlines A321. That one is in the US Airways Heritage paint scheme. He just arrived in from Detroit, and he's going to be heading out to Cancun. He's going to move over to the international terminal later. Here's an American Airlines Boeing 737-800. This guy just came in from Nashville, and he's going to be heading out to Mexico City later today. And here's the Airbus A321 with sharklets right here, currently pushing back with service out to Denver, and he came in from Minneapolis, St. Paul. Here's an American Airlines A321neo. This guy's currently taxiing in from Los Angeles International Airport, and he's going to be heading out to Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport. Here's an American Airlines Boeing 737-800. This is our older mold one. He's currently loading up with service out to Minneapolis, St. Paul, and he came in from Miami. So awesome to see all the American 737s. I feel like the operation is awesome. I think it's mainly because of the lighter 319 and even some 321s for the January, February schedule, but nevertheless, very, very pleased pleased to see all the 737s, regardless of what reason it is. And right there we have an American Airlines E320. I believe this is probably the final one. This one's currently loading up with service out to, let's go with Indianapolis for him, and he just came in from San Diego. And also ignore the weights in the background. Unfortunately, these pieces of wood continue to fold when I prop them up against the wall, so I'm trying to fold them back, and as you can tell, it's not going the best. But nevertheless, American Airlines is doing great things here at Phoenix. Awesome to see all the progress that they have made, and I'm very, very excited for the future of American Airlines at Phoenix, of course, so looking awesome. And here's the FedEx Express Boeing 757-200 freighter. He's currently arriving in from Salt Lake City, and he's going to be heading back out there. And right here is the beautiful Sun Country Boeing 737-800. This is in Thai Pilot 1 livery. He's currently taxiing out for the 25s. I think 7 right is the runway over here on the right side, or on the north side by this taxiway. Anyways, he's currently taxiing out with service out to Minneapolis, St. Paul, of course. Okay, so you guys are probably wondering what's going on over here. This is where S1 is going to go when that finishes construction. But obviously for right now, in my replica, it's a blank space. So for now, I'm just going to put the hangar and probably some biz jets over here when we get the Shapeways stuff rolling. Anyways, so over here we have the American Airlines hangar for now, and we do have some 737s, the Reno Air and One World, and American Airlines E320 currently at the hangar. Of course, this is not where the hangar is actually located, but due to space constrictions, this is the only place I could put it if I wanted it in the replica for now. I can make another board and put it on the side, but adequately, it's over there by N4, and I'm out of space over there if you can't tell. So this is the best I could do, but I thought it would be nice. Potentially, I may get another board and do an actual hangar area, but for now, especially since it's dead space, I thought it would be nice to include the hangar here at the N1 area. And here's the Arizona National Guard KC-135, currently taxiing now, and he's going to do a little flying around. Really would like to get, of course, some normal ones and do the actual base deal, but that's going to be very difficult, obviously, since there's not many playing one KC-135s. On top of that, not actual Arizona National Guard, so it would have to be some sort of compromise, but nevertheless, still very cool to have that in there. Okay, so let's do the cargo here before we get on to T3, as we have a lot of T3 action, as you can tell. So on the right side, we have the DHL Boeing 737-800 freighter. These are flying in still consistently from Reno, so that's awesome. So he's doing the Reno turn, if you want to put it in that sense, and that triangle of Reno, Phoenix, and Los Angeles, I believe, still in there, so that's very cool. Now, somebody told me that Prime Air does park on the north side, which is on the other side of the airport. That person is probably correct. I'm not sure where they actually park. We'll have to see. But to my knowledge, I'm not sure. So they probably do park on the north ramp, but I'll continue to park them down here simply so that we can have them on the ramp or on the taxiway. So expect that, but maybe we can do a ramp on the north side when I get a chance, maybe, or if space allows type deal. And then on the left, we have a UPS Boeing 757-200. This guy's going to be coming in from, we'll say that he's coming in from Albuquerque, and he's going to head out to Ontario. Currently loading up right here is a FedEx Express Boeing 767-300 freighter. This guy is currently heading out with service off to Indianapolis. And then right here we have 2 UPS aircraft. We have a 767-300 freighter on the right here. He's driving in from Chicago Rockford, and he's going to be heading up to Louisville. And on the left we have the McDonnell Douglas MD-11. We're going to say this guy is coming in from Ontario and going to be heading out to Louisville as well. I'll try to get some new routes. I'm sorry, I'm sure that's like the 3rd time I've done that in a row. But anyways, going very strong over here at the cargo. I did find a FedEx MD-11 for a very good price, so I did snag that. So that will be an excellent addition. Of course, the MD-11 is very present at Dallas and Phoenix. So I'm very glad to add that to my collection. And then hopefully some customs would kill for an ATI 762 or 763, but of course that is those are not really things. So maybe I can do a custom. Prime Air's desperate need, but unfortunately 767s, but unfortunately I passed on that in 2019 with the 767, like I've talked about. So I'm gonna do my absolute best to get my hands on that, but for right now, I'm doing the best I can with what we got. Okay, right here we have a JetBlue Airways E320. This is the Blueberry still with the Sharklets. He's currently rolling in. They obviously have the 4 destinations. We'll say Newark for him, and he's going to be heading out to Fort Lauderdale. And then right here, taxiing in as well, there's that Prime Air Boeing 737-800. He just arrived in from Cincinnati, and he's going to be heading back out there shortly. Okay, so let's begin with T3 North with United. Right here we have an Embraer ERJ-175 in the current paint scheme, of course. This guy just came in from Los Angeles, and he's going to be heading out to San Francisco. And right here we have United Airlines A320 in normal livery. Once again, an awesome addition. I know I've went over it in like the last 4 updates, so not too much more to say than I'm very, very glad to have it. Awesome piece for sure. Anyways, this particular example, we're going to say this guy's coming in from Washington Dulles, and he's going to be heading back out there. Right here we have United Airlines Boeing 737-800. He's currently pushed back with service out to Chicago O'Hare, and he arrived in from Denver. And finally, we have the United Airlines Boeing 737-900ER. We'll say this guy's coming in from Houston, even though it's 738, just more convenient for the situation. Now, what is realistic is the Newark service, 2 daily 739. So heading out to Newark or Airspace Aviation's airport. There's the beautiful NG models, 1-400 scale, Hawaiian Airlines Airbus A330-200, currently loading up with service back out to Honolulu. Absolutely beautiful aircraft, and unfortunately, one of the only heavies currently at Phoenix, as American Airlines completely dumped heavy service after the December schedule. So interesting times for sure, but nevertheless, see Hawaiian going strong once again. Very, very awesome to see, and I'm very glad to see that they have a great establishment here at Phoenix through these difficult times. Okay, right here we have the Alaska Embraer Air-Day-175 currently loading up with service out to Seattle Everett, and he arrived in from Portland. And the Alaska Boeing 737-800 in the honoring those who serve livery. I think it's came a couple times. Wise, I put it in. I've seen it a few times on Instagram at Phoenix. Anyways, this guy currently arrived in from Seattle, and he's going to be heading back out there. Okay, right here we have a Frontier Airbus A320neo. This is Colorado the Bighorn Sheep, currently pushing back with service out to Colorado Springs or CS Aviation's airport, and we'll say that he's coming in from Denver. Excited for their new flights starting, I think, February 11th. Those will be awesome additions for Frontier. Here's the Spirit Airbus A320neo. I apologize I couldn't get a better angle, but this guy is currently loading up passengers with service out to Orange County John Wayne International Airport, and he came in from Dallas-Fort Worth. Very excited to get the new Neo, and that will definitely be in the next update, hopefully, if it doesn't keep getting pushed back. Okay, finally on to the Delta Airlines section. I know you guys have been waiting for this the whole update, and pretty much the whole fleet is here. I'm kind of flabbergasted by the operation that Delta currently has during the January schedule. We're going to begin at F3 with this Embraer Air-Day-175 with service out to, or 170, sorry, filling in for the 175, service out to Los Angeles. All right, boys, let's get it rolling. We have the Airbus A319 with service out to Seattle right here. Very interesting service right there, but very, very cool, of course. We have the NG models Boeing 737-800 normal livery, looking spectacular over here at F5. This guy is currently loading up passengers, and he has service out to, for this particular example, he's going to be heading out to Salt Lake City for him. Awesome aircraft, and very glad to have that one in the fleet. And here is the lineup, boys. I don't even know what to say about this lineup. It is so cool to see this right now. Absolutely stunning with all these aircraft here for Delta. We're going to begin in the front with the Boeing 757-200. That is the 2018 release right there. This guy is currently loading up passengers with service out to Atlanta, Hartsfield, Jackson, or Citrus Aviation's airport. That is the 1 daily revenue flight for the 757-200. However, a lot of Delta 757-200s have been coming in on charters. One example was Los Angeles, so we'll say that guy's coming in from Los Angeles. Next up, we have the Boeing 757-300 right there in the middle, a long aircraft. And this is really awesome because originally, I'm sure you guys kind of understood when we did that massive unboxing number 6, I believe. The intention of getting that 757-300 and the A330-300 for my collection was for the Phoenix Model Airport. And luckily that came true, and they are back. This Boeing 757-300 has service out to Minneapolis, St. Paul in the turnaround. That has been the only route for the 757-300, but I'm more than glad to take that for the 757-300. I've been so glad to have that in the updates, and it's just been an excellent aircraft. Minneapolis is also getting a daily 767-300, hint, hint, up there on the top, and then A321s as well. So awesome to see the Minneapolis flight right there. On the top of your screen, we have the Delta Airlines Boeing 767-300. This guy is currently loading up passengers with service out to Detroit today, and we're going to say that he also arrived in from Atlanta or Citrus Aviation's airport, Detroit Aviation's airport for Detroit, my bad. So I think it's been 2 767-300s and 2 A321s for Detroit, so that is awesome to see all the 767-300s. And in Atlanta's also been 2 daily 767-300s. On top of the A321s, I think like 2 daily and the 757-200. So Atlanta's going super strong. But Detroit as well, been awesome to see that. 767-400's completely gone. It's been all the 300s, so that is super, super cool to see that. And very glad that I got that aircraft. It was a... Believe it or not, that was intentionally going to be for a Raleigh-Durham project that fell through, mainly because Citrus Aviation is doing the airport, but also because I found a project that I liked better in the Phoenix Sky Harbor replica, and I was very passionate about Phoenix. I was really, I thought it was a super cool airport, and I thought with my American display and Southwest collection at the time, that would make for a perfect display, and the perfect storm happens once again. I can't be more thankful for that. And on the top of your screen to conclude this awesome update, that is the almighty Delta Airlines Airbus A330-300. So glad to get the aircraft for Phoenix, and it didn't fall through, even during the pandemic, even through my not the best IQ times. Luckily, the perfect storm works out, and it finally is back 9 months later, and I can't be more excited. This guy's also heading out to Atlanta or Citrus Aviation's airport on the turnaround. He asked particularly for me to add that route in because he said that he bought a Delta Airlines Airbus A330-300, and hopefully that'll be there by his next airport update, as that is currently loading up and heading back out there to some Atlanta, hopefully his. Sorry about the gates also. Obviously, since it peers out like that, it's not quite long enough, but nevertheless, this Delta section is absolutely insane for Phoenix Sky Harbor. I really like the future for Delta. They pretty much own the whole T3 South for the most part, besides a couple gates, which is 10 gates. Obviously, that one's cut off for the cargo section over there on the far side, over there that we had. But I think 9 gates is perfectly fine for this concourse, and we get to display a lot of Delta action. I'm sorry I didn't get a New York route in there. Right now, it is on the, I have it on the 763, so, okay, yeah, my bad, it is on 763. So, swap the Atlanta service on 763 for JFK. That was the issue, my bad. So my apologies on that. But JFK, heading out to JFK, and he riding in from Detroit. That's what I was trying to do. So anyways, the Delta Ops at Phoenix is really cool. It really reminds me of like Orange County, but just Delta Heavies right now, or you know, big time aircraft. Because Orange County is mainly all mainline stuff for the most part. So that's kind of what it reminds me of. But I really like the future of Delta here at Phoenix, and I'm really glad to see them going so strong. This is variety right here, and this puts it on display. So I love to see the whole Delta fleet here. And building up the Delta fleet has definitely paid off, so I can represent this awesome display here at Phoenix. So that will do it for today's Phoenix update, guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I tried my absolute best to make it the best I could, despite the cirrus clouds and the lighting not being perfect, especially for the latter half of the update. But it was still a super fun update to make for you guys, and I really, really enjoyed it, and I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. So I want to thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Redriveraviation. Take it easy, guys. Stay safe. Trust the process. Do what you love and love what you do. My name is Redriveraviation. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon, as Redriveraviation is signing off.